What's up with it? It's your boy McFly, man, the hardest working man in shoetainment today. Coming at you with my 5th upload of the week, man. That's right. 5th. Die-line, and die-line. Because I put up hot fire. Either way, man, if you read the caption, I'm going to break down why I stopped buying shoes off of GOAT. If you peeped my videos earlier this week, I said I was going to do a comparison between GOAT and StockX, but I'm currently in a little bind with StockX right now, so until we get that cleared up, I'm going to just reserve my opinions on StockX until then. I'm going to start calling these segments True Sneakerhead Stories because they are true sneakerhead stories. Even though I'm not a sneakerhead, I'm a sneaker connoisseur. If you don't know what that means, go check out my Q&A with McFly KOF video, and it breaks it all down for you in there. But pretty much, man, to get into it, the meat and potatoes of this thing. When these sneaker apps first started popping off, I was kind of skeptical on all of them, and I still am today. If you go check out my Why Are We Letting StockX Control Our Market video, you can check that out and hear some of my opinions, and throughout some of my other videos, I touch on these topics. But when all this first kind of jumped out, StockX was really the top tier shoe market. You know, they had the higher prices. It was all DS. And GOAT, I won't say it was second tier. They were definitely competition, but they had a lot of rumors swirling around about fakes, and people were kind of skeptical about GOAT. But for me, the prices was cheaper. The prices were cheaper. I never really was a fan of, after I bought my Wings 12s, you know, pretty much paying high resale prices pretty much died for me. But I used to frequent GOAT. GOAT was, I used to always big up GOAT because I used to use GOAT all the time. They had cheaper pricing on stuff. They sold used shoes. If you were into that, I don't buy used shoes for various reasons, but I guess I'll make another video about that, about why I don't buy used shoes. But pretty much GOAT was winning, and for a long time GOAT was really overtaking StockX, and I bought maybe 4 to 5 pairs for GOAT. If I wasn't recording on my phone right now, I'll pull it up and show what shoes I purchased from GOAT. I've actually sold a lot of shoes on GOAT as well. So for the most part, starting out, I didn't have any problems. I was buying shoes. Everything was showing up great. You know, we didn't have no issues. GOAT was the spot. And I never used StockX, but I never had anything bad to say about StockX, you know, to that point. But in buying, I was buying with confidence and telling everybody to buy from GOAT. So lo and behold, this one day, I put in an order for those Pinnacle Brown Croc 1s. They had them on GOAT. Price was, I think, $260, and I said it was no lid. So I was like, cool. I figured somebody got it from the outlet, or, you know, got it 30% off at the outlet for cheap and just didn't have a lid for it. And I was like, cool. So I went through and I purchased it. Came in the GOAT. They verified the shoe, but they sent me an email saying that something was wrong with the shoe. We got in contact with them, and it said that the shoe didn't have the dust bag, and it didn't have the card, and it really didn't have a lid, which I really didn't care. You know, I didn't need the dust bag, and I didn't need the card. So, excuse me, just finished eating. So I really wasn't worried about the card or the dust bag and none of that crap. I just wanted the shoe. Give me a real shoe. So in lieu of that, missing those items, they gave me like a 10% discount for those items being missing. So that made it even sweeter, you know, that knocked that shoe down some more. I was like, cool, even cheaper, you know, send it on, I'll take it. So a couple days later, the shoe shows up. Get into it, I open the box, I'm looking at it, everything's looking okay. Now I get to one of the shoes. Now all of you that know about the Pinnacles, they have those 24 karat gold lace tips on them that twist on and off. And I was noticed that the laces were looking kind of raggedy, you know, like I know if it's been sitting in the outlet, people done had their hands on it, yada, yada, yada. But I pulled the laces out of the shoe, and on the right shoe, both lace tips are missing. GOAT didn't say anything about no lace tips missing. They told me about the card missing. They told me about the bag missing. Told me about the box top, which I already knew from Jump Street. Cool with that. No lace tips. What the hell am I supposed to do with this shoe missing lace tips? What am I supposed to do with it? I know you don't think I'm about to keep that thing. So I hit them up and let them know. They offered me another discount. I was like, no, I'm not taking this discount. You know, what are you guys doing that your authenticator didn't notice that the shoestrings didn't have lace tips on them? You know, what's really going on? And that's basically what I was talking about in my StockX video. If I'm using you to authenticate a shoe and ship it to me, and you missing something as big as lace tips, bro, what were you really looking at? Did you even pull it out? How hard did you look at the shoe? Did you only check one shoe and not the other shoe? I mean, what was really going on? And this is what I was explaining to them through email. They didn't have any answers. So long story short, I ended up returning the shoe. I returned the shoe and they only refunded me partial of my money. So I had to hit them back up about that. Like, yo, what's going on? I need the rest of my bread. And they really didn't waste no time. They gave me my money back, my full amount, which was cool. But knowing that in the back of my mind that these people may or may not be checking these shoes, or some people may try harder than other people to check these shoes, or maybe some people know what they're looking for and some don't, that killed it right there for me. If you're not checking for lace tips, I'm done, bro. What's the point? I mean, you know, the price was sweet and all that was good. I still sell shoes on GOAT. I think it's a great platform to sell shoes, especially shoes that you've worn. For used shoes, it's a great platform for that. And I will always, as long as they're an app, I will always sell my used shoes on GOAT. Shout out to GOAT for the used shoe service. It's great. Actually, shout out to y'all for y'all's customer service when I was going through that with the other shoe. But you guys, y'all authenticators, you got to do something about that. I mean, I don't know what your process is. I haven't seen it. If I'm ever in the city where GOAT is, I'm gonna try to walk in and see what they really got going on, because, you know, something's up. These authentication processes are flawed. So right after that, all of that went down with GOAT. I was like, yo, I'm done with them. I'm not buying anything else off of that platform. I'm done with it. I switched over to StockX. I got the same pair of shoes for $10 less for $250. I got those in. They came mint condition, dust bag, card, everything. The laces were still factory wrapped with the plastic on them. I was like, cool, I can get with this, you know what I'm saying? StockX for the win. So that leads me up to now. You know, I've been dealing with StockX. And this week we had some issues. So now until we get them issues resolved, I'll get into the whole StockX thing once we get everything cleared up, because I don't want to be, you know, talking reckless and the outcome works out in my favor. It's pretty much that's all. But as far as GOAT, I will not buy a shoe off of GOAT. I will sell shoes on GOAT all day, but I will not purchase another shoe off of GOAT, period. And a lot of these sites, they say they don't do returns. They do returns, bro. They definitely do returns. It just depends on what you're trying to return and your reasoning for returning it. It's up to their discretion. But that instance, they were grateful enough to let me return that shoe rather than just sticking me with it. And I was really appreciative to them for that, man. So, you know, shout out to GOAT. Not buying from you guys no more, but I will sell all day, man. So that's pretty much it, man. That's the reason why I do not buy from GOAT anymore. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Like I said previously, I've bought maybe 4 or 5 shoes. Actually, 4 or 5 shoes before I ran into that encounter. So I have had good purchasing experiences from GOAT. But it only takes one, man. One time, ain't no 3 strikes. No, 1 strike, you're out of there. And that's what happened. So that's gonna conclude my story, man. Appreciate y'all stopping by, checking it out. Always like, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about me, bro. We out here. I'm gonna try to like maybe put up a story maybe once a week, something like that, because I've got a ton of stories, man. I don't see why more people don't talk about, you know, what really goes on out here, but I've got a ton of stories about these shoes, man. Or I might do like a once a month thing, you know, true sneakerhead stories. So either way, man, it's your boy McFly. I'll holler at you.